Hello beautiful souls, it has been a minute since I have posted on here. A lot has been going on in my life right now and I feel like I'm saying that in all of my recent videos, but I mean, hey, it's real. Life has been lifing. And I have just been going through a lot of grief right now. My family and I just experienced a hard loss. My grandma passed away like a little over a week ago, so this is all just still very new. And you know, the days before she passed we spent with her in the hospital, and ever since then things have just been hard. They've been tough, and I've been supporting my family and my mom and myself like throughout all of this and experiencing just the different stages of grief, the waves of grief. As much as I understand and know that, you know, these physical bodies are temporary and our soul is infinite, the truth of who we are, our spirit never dies and is eternal, and we are literally just spirits in these physical bodies. It's still like losing someone you love so much and someone that has always been present in your life is still hard. It's still difficult. You still miss them physically, miss their physical presence. And so I've just been moving through that and giving myself some grace during this time. This week I really want to take some time for myself and take some actions of self-care, reset, and really just like check in. I feel like I haven't really been taking the best care of myself. I've been doing a little better as the days go on. Like I said, just giving myself grace. There's a lot going on, I mean, you know. But I haven't really been taking the best care of myself. Yesterday, I spent a little too much time doom scrolling on the internet, which is a habit that I will fall back into during times of stress or like uncomfortable feelings. And that just doesn't work. I've concluded at this point that does not help. It does not do anything for us. And it's so much better for us to just be with ourselves. So one of the first actions of self-care that I'll be taking for myself is just unplugging and limiting my time on social media, just being more mindful with that. Today, I actually think I'm gonna go to a park, take myself on like a little park date, and bring a book maybe, bring my journal, write a little bit, and just switch up my scenery, spend some time outside, get some sunlight. So yeah, that is what I'll be doing today, and I'll be taking you guys with me. So let's go. Grief is interesting because it feels like everything reminds me of my grandma, like everything. And she loved going to the park. She loved to like exercise at the park and stuff. Sometimes when I would be at the park, I would run into her like randomly. And being here reminds me of her. But it's cool because it's like, do I feel sad? Yes. But I also feel happy that she lives on through the experiences that remind me of her, and she lives on through me. So it's like bittersweet. It's really nice out here though. It's nice weather. And it feels nice to be under the shade, and it's super quiet here. That's one of the reasons why I love this park. It's always so quiet, but today it's like extra peaceful and quiet. Like there's no games going on, no nothing. So yeah, it's beautiful. My yoga practice has definitely been keeping me in balance these days, and some days I'll practice outside if it's not too cold, although this morning was definitely a bit cold, but it does feel so good to get fresh air right when you wake up. And each day I've really just been listening to my body and moving in ways that feel good. And speaking of yoga, I'm now a guest teacher on an online membership called Unfold, created by the Bare Female here on YouTube. She is a wonderful yoga instructor who creates beautiful classes here, and I'm so grateful to be a part of her membership this month. So if you're interested in taking any of my classes on there, I will have that linked down below for you, and I'm excited to practice with you. This day I was planning on going on a little hiking adventure, but I had unexpectedly gotten my period that morning, so I did not feel like really leaving the house at all. And to be honest, I also was experiencing a lot of pain, which I intuitively feel is due to the amount of stress that I was dealing with for the past weeks. Personally, I don't prefer to take painkillers or over-the-counter medicines or any pharmaceuticals when it comes to cramps. I like to deal with all things holistically and naturally. So that's what I did. I had my tea, I had my little hot water bottle to give me some comfort, and I just kind of wrote it out and rested. And I was just reminded to release what I can't control and focus on what I can, which in this case was just taking care of myself instead of worrying about why I had more pain than usual. This night, my family and I collaborated on dinner, and I made this really good side salad. I just put some spring mix and arugula and chopped some cilantro and some dill. You need to be putting herbs in your salad if you don't already. And I put shallots and cucumbers and tomatoes, and this salad is super refreshing. I also added avocado and topped it with a lemon Dijon vinaigrette. It's super simple, but it's the perfect spring-summer salad. I also made the dressing myself, and every time I make this, it always turns out so good. Good morning. I am feeling pretty good this morning, a little better than I have been. Earlier I did a nice 30-minute meditation, and then I did some Pilates, and now I'm crocheting. Although I haven't been feeling like the most inspired lately, I still find it very therapeutic to just have different creative outlets, whether that's like writing or drawing or crocheting. I feel like as humans we're meant to create, we're meant to be pouring out and making stuff, and our society is so focused on consuming. And so I feel like when I have times of overconsumption, whether I'm over consuming social media or anything like that, creating always balances me out and allows me to just flow. So that's what I'm doing. I feel like it also helps quiet my mind as well, focus more on the present moment, and I can create things out of whatever I'm feeling as well, like just express my feelings through what I create. So I'm taking some time to do that today. I really do not know where I would be without creativity or like creative outlets. I don't know. Like this is my therapy. But right now I'm making a steering wheel cover for my car. I'm very excited about this. So I made all these granny squares and I'm gonna just like sew them together. I'm gonna try to show you all of them, but they all kind of just look like this. And then I'm gonna sew them together and measure out my steering wheel as well so I can like make sure that everything fits and put it on top of there. It's gonna be really cute. I'm really having fun with this project because I feel like I haven't used a lot of colors in my crochet projects recently. Like they haven't been as colorful as this, so it's been nice to throw in some fun little funky colors, and I love granny squares. So yeah, I might show you guys the finished product soon if I finish this soon or in some other video, but I'm excited for this. Another form of therapy for me is just taking myself on little walks around my neighborhood. I've realized that I'm someone that just thrives in movement, and whenever I go on walks, I always feel a lot clearer and grounded once I'm back. Walks always help me when sitting still might feel a little too daunting for me. I get to switch my scenery, and sometimes I listen to music, and I honestly see it as another form of meditation. So I found some of my old journals and I'm just like reading some pages from this one. And wow, like whenever I do this, I just always feel like it's just so cool to see how much I've grown as a person, but also it's cool to look back and see the spaces that I was in before and to learn from past Samaiya, because as I'm reading this, there's some gems in here that I might have forgotten and just some good reminders. And reading these also just reminds me of how much I have grown as a person and how much progress I've made in this life. So it's really nice. I want to read you guys a little bit of this entry from September 22nd, 2021. And just like a little backstory on this, I wrote this when I was in Mendocino in Northern California, and I was staying at this beautiful inn. Anyone who knows me knows that I love this place and I always talk about it. But it was so beautiful. It was right along the coast, and it was also right by the redwood forest, which I think they like owned a part of it or something like that, because we got to like go in and explore with a little tour guide. They took us on like an ATV, showed us the forest. It was so beautiful. But I think I wrote this like right after we did the little forest tour. So let me just read it. I'm so grateful to be here and experience this. As I spent time in solitude, walking along the coast and sitting near the ocean, I'm starting to see and understand more, to become more open and see myself from this broader perspective. Seeing myself as a creator, an alchemist, allowing my true spirit to shine so effortlessly, sharing my smile and joy. That's what it's all about. That is really the driving force of my life. Everything will unfold as it should, but that is what creates it. With everything that I do, my main purpose is love. I feel such deep appreciation for this life and this chapter. I know my life is going to change so much. I'm so excited to witness all of the magical unfolding. That's really special to me because my life did change a lot. On this trip, I realized I did not want to be a model anymore. I was like pursuing modeling for years and trying to get in the industry, and then I realized that I do not care about any of that. And once I was in nature and had time to sit with myself and sit with what I truly valued, I realized that that job just does not serve me at all, or my beliefs or my values. That's kind of what I was writing about. I feel like I was kind of in denial that I didn't want to do it anymore, so I wasn't super specific writing about it yet. But as the months went on, I began to accept that my life is changing and I'm entering a new chapter, and that didn't serve me anymore. And when I said to become more open and like see myself as a creator, that was me realizing that I did need to become more open to different paths in my life because I was so stuck on modeling and like that was my only way. But then I realized that I am a creator at heart and that job doesn't really allow me to really express myself in the ways that I would want to. Reading this was just honestly a good reminder of the growth that I've had, because ever since this trip, honestly, my life did change and I made positive changes for myself, started to begin to live in ways that actually aligned with me. Really good reminders, especially with these past couple of days just feeling a little down. It's good to reflect and be reminded of my life and my evolution here. So yeah, thanks for listening. This day I decided to take myself out of my little isolation chamber and I went on this plant/herb identification walk at a hiking trail. I really love this and it was so cool to learn about the plants that grow in my area and all of their medicinal uses from a professional. This walk just really reminded me to pay attention to all the magic of nature, to all the little things, how the plants communicate, how they strategically grow to ensure that they get enough sunlight and nourishment. It's really all so beautiful. This left me feeling really uplifted and reminded me of how truly beautiful this life is and how grateful I am to be here on this planet. As I've been thinking of my grandma recently, I've been reflecting on her life and the things that really inspire me about her. And one of those things is how adventurous she was. She traveled a lot and got to experience so much of this beautiful world, and I'll be embarking on some travels soon. She'll definitely be on my mind and in my heart, and I know she'll be coming with me. She inspires me to move with confidence in my life, in this new direction that I'm going right now, and to really just go for it. I've been feeling grief, but I can't really say I feel so much of a loss because she left me with so many gems, and now I just feel like I see her everywhere and in everything. The physical part is definitely what's difficult, but I know that deep down, she's free and infinite, and that's what brings me peace. If you've made it this far into this video, I want to thank you for being here, and I want to leave you with this. Take care of yourself. Show yourself genuine, unconditional love and care. Do the things that put your soul at ease and allow you to remember who you truly are on this journey and why you're here. Go after what your soul is calling you to do with confidence and release any doubts or made-up stories that you might have within you, and don't look back. You're loved and supported. Enjoy this life and live it to the fullest. I send you guys all of my love, and thank you again for watching this video. I'll see you guys in another video soon. Bye.